Oh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Can't see anything. Kind of better? Ooh, kind of better. Is that a real term? Kind of better? Kind of better? Okay, let me turn off the music. You guys good? You guys good? You guys good? You guys good? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let's go. Which way? I'm bummed you can't see all these doodads on the table. Krusty the Clown. You know, you got your Timon. Of course, you got your Mario Cube. You got your Eiffel Tower. This is a bummer because it's all decorated. And then people call in like, what? No. No, I will not. I will not. I will not take the leading role of season 2 of Outer Banks. No. No, no, I will not. No, no, no. No, I won't. I won't. Okay, sorry. You gotta have to talk to my agent. I don't know why people calling me about that. It's ridiculous. Okay, listen. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna start off with something. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me. Timon, chill. Oh, we can finally see Timon. Yeah. It's weird. Okay, we're gonna start off with something kind of different because this is a very generous prize. You know what? Before we do the prize, let's just do something fun because I want to wait for a few more people to get on. I want to wait for a few more people to get on before we give away this massive prize. So this is what we're going to do first. We're going to do something called Nailed It or Failed It. All you do is when you see, hopefully I can talk during this. So you're going to see a video of someone at a pool party, some kind of pool or pond. You just got to put in the comments.
So what we're going to try to do here is high jump into the pool. And the high jump that I learned with was you just kick a leg up.
Just for funsies.
You're kind of
just for giggles.
Kind of flopping into the pool. So that's what we're going to try to do. All right.
Whoa.
No,
Here we go.
Okay, Dad.
Ready?
Okay, Dad. Now you're going to have 5 seconds to type your answer. You can already type your answer right now if you want. Oh, look at this. I got to remember that you guys are seeing this after I am. So, I'm seeing. Nailed it. I don't know. I don't know. You guys put it in the comments whether you think they nailed it or they failed it.
Oh!
Okay, so you can't hear me at all when the video's playing. Can you guys hear me while the video's playing?
You count for him, Aaliyah.
It doesn't matter. You guys can just watch and enjoy it.
You count for him, Aaliyah.
3, 2, 1.
Very nice.
Just jump. It's not that far.
Holy macaroni. Holy macaroni. Yes, there was no scorekeeping for that. That was just for funsies. That was just for funsies because we like doing stuff that's not competitive. Will you guys relax? Everything's a competition. Oh, I beat everybody. That one wasn't. Just for fun. Oh my gosh, that lady on her little scooter hurt me. Here we go. It's time for prize giveaway. Oh my gosh. So here we go. It's time to give away some push pops. This is, hold on, how many push pops? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 3. How many is that? How many is that? 30? Is that 5? That's 5. It's a little bit more than 5 push pops. One person is going to win all of these. How many? Oh, I'm just going to get like one. You're going to get them all. All the push pops. You're going to be sick. You're going to have a bellyache. You're going to need to go to the dentist. You're welcome to your parents. Here's all you have to do. You need to send a text to any leader. Any leader. You're a leader? Another leader? I don't care. Are they a leader? Send them a text that says push pop. Then we are going to pick one of those people later tonight or maybe tomorrow. You're going to win all these push pops. We're going to bring them to your house. Maybe we'll have them delivered by Shipt. Tucker Watson can come pick them up and take them because he's a Shipt driver. That's how you win the push pops. I'm putting them away. Sick of looking at those. I want to eat them all. I want to eat them all. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for trivia. You know what that means. Everybody knows the rules. Here's how it works. We'll ask 4 questions. 4 questions in the beginning. I hope everyone can hear me properly. We will ask 4 questions in the beginning. We will ask 4, gosh, everybody's blowing up my phone. We'll ask 4 questions in the beginning, 4 questions at the end. So, here we go. Here's how it works. Someone just texted me push pop. Somebody, how did you get my number? Thought it was unlisted. Okay, anyway. 4 questions now, 4 questions at the end. Here's how it works. Mr. Jonathan Paget, better known as Paget Wealth Group, better known as JP, better known as Mr. Wonderful. He is going to be keeping score. So that means if you see in your comments that your correct answer was before someone else's, it doesn't matter. It don't matter. It's what he sees on his screen. I can't control that. Whatever he sees on his screen with the first and second correct answer. We are going to keep track of the first and second correct answer for each of these 8 questions. Then we're going to announce a winner. That person's getting pizza delivered to their house. Where? To your house. To your house. My name is Mike, by the way. If you've never joined us before, we're glad you're here. I'll be your cruise director tonight. I'm going to do this a lot because this is what presidents do. And I'm not a president. Okay, here we go. Question number 1. What is the name of the mall in Stranger Things Season 3? What is the name of the mall in Stranger Things Season 3? Triple. 3 amigos. Have a little glass of moo. It's chocolate moo tonight. What is better? Regular milk, chocolate milk, strawberry milk? You tell me in the comments after trivia. I'm just curious. Okay, here we go. Next question. Who lost his strength when Delilah chopped off his hair? Who in the Bible? Who lost his strength when Delilah chopped off his hair? All right, keeping going, keeping going. Number 3. This one might be hard. This separates the boys and girls from the men and women. Here we go. In what year? Everybody knows that the iPhone was first released in 2007. I mean, your grandma knows that. Everybody knows that. But what year was the iPod released? Spoiler alert, it was before the iPhone. In what year was the iPod released? Everybody knows the iPhone came out in 2007. Okay, that's enough. I'm sure we got 85 correct answers by now, hopefully. Question 4, Quattro. Here we go. How many people walked on water in the Bible? You read the Bible, this bad boy right here, you read this cover to cover. How many times will you see someone walking on water? How many people will you read about that walked on water? Just answer. Give you a hint. It's between 1 and a million. 1 in a million. It might be a little less than a million. Woo! Woo, woo, woo. Okay, here we go. That was trivia. Round 1. We got round 2 coming up later. A glass of milk. That is delicious. 1%. Oh, I'm burping. Okay, here we go. First announcement. Very important announcement. Actually, the only announcement. Next week, very last, Remix Live. I've enjoyed doing these, but I'm sure it's getting old to do Remix online. So, normal time of year that we stop doing Remix is right about now. So we're going to stop doing Remix Live next week. As far as Sunday nights go, we're going to keep Bible study going just for a couple more weeks after that. But we're going to stop doing Remix Live next week. And it's something really cool called Senior Night, where we're going to feature all of our 5,000 seniors that we have this year. And we love them all, and we will cry puddles, rivers, creeks of tears when they leave us and go on to greener pastures. Next week, Senior Night, that's our final night. And you know what? Kip had the idea. He said, what if we did something audacious? He didn't use that word. I did. But that's what he meant. What if we did something audacious? What if we did something a little bit crazy? And you know what? Next week, during Remix Live, we're giving away a pair of AirPods. Because why not? We're giving away 1 pair of AirPods during Senior Night next Sunday night. Do not miss it, or you're going to miss some AirPods, or you're going to miss saying goodbye to all the seniors. So there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our message. Let's dive in. Hey, look, it's still me. I'm still here. I just did a little clickety-clackety on the computer, but here I am. So, question for you. How do you get better at anything? How do you get better at anything? Well, we sent out our roving reporter. She works for us. We gave her the film crew. She went out on location to interview someone from Remix, High School Remix, to ask them about the thing they are trying to get better at. They're already really good, but they're still trying to get better. And she interviewed, take a look. Here we go.
Hey everybody, welcome to Remix Live. Today I've got Libby here. She's one of our rising seniors, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about one of her hobbies that she practices in basically all of her spare time. So, yeah, do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Libby, I'm 17 years old, and I play tennis.
When and why did you start playing tennis?
I started playing tennis when I was 3 years old. I started playing because my older brother played, and I would always have to go to his lessons and sit there and watch. And one day I walked up to the coach and I said, I think I can do that. And he let me try, and I was a natural, so I kept with it.
So what part of the game was the hardest for you to improve at?
Definitely the mental aspects. It's a very mentally challenging game. You have to stay focused and positive and be very strategic in a lot of different times throughout
Makes sense. So is there anything that you wish you would have done differently?
I wish I would have separated myself from toxic relationships sooner. I had a very negative and mean coach when I was little, and not a lot of friends where I was training, and it just really set me back as a player.
So do you think it's possible for you to practice the wrong way?
Definitely. I think you can practice in the wrong environment like I was, and then you can practice the wrong shot mechanics, and then once you really beat that into your muscle memory, it's a really hard habit to break.
How many hours a week do you usually practice?
About 16 hours, probably that's the average without fitness, so
A lot.
a lot.
So have you noticed if you skip practice or you go on vacation and don't practice for a little while that your game changes?
Definitely. It's definitely hard to come back from a couple of days off.
So yeah, there you have it. This is Libby. She's awesome. We love her. Say hi if you ever see her. And
I'm friendly, I promise.
we hope to see y'all soon. Bye.
Bye.
Libby, Elena, thank you. You guys crushed. You guys crushed life. You guys crushed tennis balls. Did you guys know a little known fact? Elena played badminton in high school back in Arizona because she thought the outfits were cute. No lie. True story. You can ask her about it. The past few weeks we've been talking about boldness. Being bold, standing firm, being steady in your faith. We're talking about boldness. And we've actually looked at a guy in the Bible. It is the book for me. It is the truth, the word of God, the Bible. We've been looking at a book called Daniel, about a guy named Daniel. Okay, so we've seen Daniel and his friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and we've been seeing that they've had bold faith. And over again, we've seen them have bold faith. It seems like unwavering. They were in the fiery furnace, good to go. They didn't bow down to the statue, good to go. They didn't eat the king's food, good to go. Just over and over, and there's more instances than even those in the book of Daniel if you want to read it for yourself. So being bold does not come easy. It does not come easy. And especially when you're trying to navigate all the social pressures that you're feeling when you're a teenager. All the social pressures. I was there. I remember. It's redonkulous. All the social pressures you feel when you are a teenager. You might even have a parent that disagrees with your faith or has a different faith and thinks yours is stupid. I don't know. But you are trying to be bold and stand firm, and it's not easy. So Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and Daniel, these men were bold because they practiced being bold. Did you hear me? These men were bold because they practiced being bold. No one is born bold. No one is born bold. Just like you're not born an amazing tennis player. Just like learning to tie your shoes, just like learning to read or write or serve a tennis ball, getting good at something takes practice. It takes practice, especially being bold and steady and firm with your faith. Because all it takes is one text to really see how steady you are in your faith. You get one text that says, Grandma's sick, she's in the hospital, and your heart sinks. Or you see a text that says, we're not friends anymore, I hate you. Your heart sinks. You see a text that says, you're off the team. Your heart sinks. All it takes is one text to really see where your faith stands. So I want to know how you are practicing boldness. How are you practicing boldness? And one thing that Libby and Elena talked about was that we can actually practice the wrong way. We can practice something the wrong way, and that actually begins to be remembered. So what gets repeated gets remembered. So you're practicing the wrong thing, and that's going to get drilled into you. Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, Daniel, they practiced the right way. So make sure you're practicing the right way. So here's a question. So how have you been practicing boldness? When's the last time that you shared your faith with someone? Why do you believe what you believe? When's the last time you did that? When's the last time you asked a friend or family member what they believe and why they believe it? You ask your friend, you're like, you know what? You don't go to church, right? So how come? Did you guys ever go to church? Does your family believe in God? What's up? Oh my gosh, you open up so many great conversations by just being inquisitive with someone else. When's the last time you invited a friend to church or Remix? When's the last time? When's the last time you defended someone who was being hurt, bullied, or ignored? That could be a neighbor, that could be a friend, that can be online, that can be offline. That could be a family member. It could be in a group chat. When's the last time you stood up and defended someone? When's the last time you expressed an unpopular opinion because of what you believe in front of someone else or in front of a group of people? When's the last time you did that? Because those are the ways that you practice being bold. So, let's do this. Daniel, we got one more scene with Daniel that I want us to look at. So, remember there was a guy named King... Oh, there's the statue of King Neb. Look, Q-Bird in the background. So there was a guy named King Nebuchadnezzar. He was in charge of the kingdom of Babylon. And so he's, I think he dies or he's done being king. And there's a new guy, a new king. New king's name is King Darius. King Darius. We got more toys. I'm going to see if we can... Gosh, I wish this was higher. Why can't it be higher? We're putting it on the Family Feud box. I just decided. Oh, that's perfect. Look at this. Will you get in the shot? Why is it over there? Okay, look at this. Here we are, Daniel in the lion's den. Okay. We've got a guy. Now I'm scrunched. We got to get rid of the phone. Okay, listen. Got to get rid of the moo. This is important stuff. So we got two lions. Look, don't they look like lions? Just, you can't see them that fast. They're real lions. I'm going to put them they're in the lion's den. So, King Darius. Oh, this guy looks sweet. That is a G.I. Joe from 1986. But that is King Darius for all intents and purposes tonight. Here is our trusty hero, Daniel. Looking good, looking bald. All right? So, Daniel and King Darius. Here's what happens. At this point, King Darius takes over, and he's ruling over the kingdom of Babylon, and they still have all the Israelites that they are ruling over. And he appointed a bunch of dudes to be like in charge of stuff. So he's the brand new king. He's like, okay, here's my new cabinet. Here's my new officers. Here's my new people in charge of stuff. And he appoints all these people. Well, guess who they don't like? Big D, Daniel. They don't like him. You know why? Because he is the right-hand man of the king. And the king's like, oh, Daniel, let's go have some Bojangles. And they're like, why don't we get invited to Bojangles? Why is Daniel always... We don't like him. So Daniel actually was on the verge of being appointed as the head of the entire kingdom. Legit. The entire kingdom. King Darius is like, I'm going to chill. I mean, I'll be in charge for sure above you, but you're just going to run everything. He says it's to Daniel. And so all the squad that he appoints, they don't like Daniel. So they're like, man, what can we do to get Daniel in trouble? So they go to the king. Squad goes to the king and says, hey, king, we got an idea. Oh, he lost his thing. We got an idea. We think that you should make a rule that no one can pray to anyone except you. They can't pray to anyone except you. They can't pray to their own God. They can't pray to another person. They can't pray to a squirrel. They can't pray to anyone except King. He's good. Oh, yeah. Okay, they can't pray to anybody except King Darius. And they said, so, we have an idea. If anybody does pray to anybody else or anything else besides you and they're caught, then you know what? We should throw them in a pit of lions. Who thinks of this? These guys were sketchy, okay? All right. So as soon as Daniel hears about it, I just want to read it. Now when Daniel learned about the new law, he went home to his upstairs room where the windows opened toward Jerusalem. 3 times a day he got down on his knees and prayed, giving thanks to his God, just as he had done before, just as he had practiced 1,000,000 times. Do you see it? Just as he had practiced. It's hard for you to be sure about your faith. It's hard for you to be bold, steady in what you believe, what you stand on, maybe because you haven't practiced enough. He had practiced. So it came, I wouldn't necessarily say easy, but it was just a rhythm for him now. He went upstairs, got down on his knees, prayed, just as he had been practicing. Then the sketch squad comes up, finds him, and then goes and snitches to King Darius. And they go, hey, Darius, yo, guess who we caught? We caught Daniel. He was praying to his God. He wasn't praying to you. Remember what you said, King? Now, King is really, really, really upset. You know why? Because he likes Daniel. Daniel's his boy. He's his right-hand man. He really likes him. Daniel does an amazing job at his job. And he's like, but you know what? And they go, hey, but by the way, are you allowed to change the rules just for certain people? And he goes, no, you're right. We got to throw him into a den of lions. So let me read this. So the king gave the order, and they brought Daniel, and they threw him. Let's put him, look, yoink, yoink. They threw him into a den of lions. The king said to Daniel, may your God, whom you serve continually, rescue you. Holy shnikes. All right, here we go. A stone was brought and placed over the mouth of the den. Then the king returned to his palace and spent the night without eating, without entertainment, and he could not sleep. At the first light of dawn, the king got up and hurried to the lion's den. When he came near the den, he called out, hey, Dan! Hey, Dan! In an anguished voice, thinking there ain't no chance that Dan is still around. Dan gone. Dan gone. He goes, hey, Dan, did your God protect you? Has he been able to rescue you? Dan answers, may the king live forever. Basically like, king, you're awesome. You're the man. My God sent an angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions. They have not hurt me. Oh my gosh. Then the king says, hey, you know what? Our entire kingdom, we're going to worship Daniel's God, because Daniel's God clearly is in charge, clearly is the best. So, Daniel, lion's den, again. It's insane. So here's what I want to show you. I want to give you 4 hacks. We might go to 5 after 8, by the way, so chill, relax, it's all good. We're going to go till probably 5 after 8. We got a couple really cool things to talk about real quick. So here we go. 4 hacks from your boy, from me. 4 hacks to actually sharing about your faith with somebody else, because this can be super, super nerve-wracking. We often don't take the chance, and we often want to take the chance. I always do. And I rarely share my faith, and I wish I did it more. Here's 4 hacks. 1, ask them about their faith first. Ask them about their faith first. I said this earlier. You say, you know what? I noticed you guys don't go to church. What's that all about? Did you guys ever go to church? Did you just decide to stop going to church? You believe in God? What do you think about the Bible? What do you think about what the Bible says? Who do you think Jesus is? Those questions actually are not threatening, because you're actually interested in what they're saying. And then this gives you an open door to talk about this stuff. So here we go. Number 1, ask them about their faith first. Number 2, tell your story. Tell your story. No one can argue with a story. If you say, this is what you should believe, that's not a good method. If you say, I would love to tell you about how God has been active in my life. I'd love to tell you about how God really got me through this hard time when my parents were fighting. I would love to share that with you. That is not threatening. And you let them say yes or no. If they say no, you say, cool, maybe some other time. Hack number 3, offer to pray for them and then follow up. Don't offer to pray for them and then not follow up. Can you hear me now? Don't offer to pray for them and then not follow up, because who knows if God ever answered the prayer. And you're missing an amazing opportunity to keep the conversation going about faith. So you say, oh my gosh, I know you said you're moving to Kansas and you're so mad at your parents. Let me pray for that for you over the next couple of days. So a few days later, you say, how's it going? Are you still? And they say, you know what? I'm really feeling like more at peace about this. I really appreciate you praying. Number 3, offer to pray for them and then follow up. Number 4, make yourself available. So if they're like, you know what, I don't really know if I want to talk about this, or maybe they don't have time, or maybe you talked about it and then you're like, you know what, I'd love to keep talking anytime, day or night. You got my number, slide into my DMs, send me a snap, whatever. I'd love to keep talking about this stuff. This stuff is so amazing to me. Make yourself available. That's hack number 4. Okay, here we go. I want you to listen to this incredible story of a guy named Jeremy sharing his faith with a friend of his. Here we go. It is right here. It's about 3 minutes long.
I first met Shane when he was in the 3rd grade. My first impression was that he was troubled. He had gotten into a lot of altercations with his teachers, with classmates, with the principal, been suspended multiple times. When I saw him, I knew that it would be a good opportunity to kind of serve him and his family. Shane is 15 years old. I've been sharing the gospel with him for 3 years. And for whatever reason, God has not chosen to give him eyes to see or ears to hear. When I talk about the love of God, when I talk about justice, when I talk about God's holiness, he has no context of love. He has no context of justice. He has no context of what is right and what is wrong. It's been hard for me just to watch Shane in his sinfulness really destroy his future. I plead with the Lord every single night. I know that God can save him whenever he wants to. And if he doesn't, I'm not going to say that God was bad, because he's great and he's good and he's all wise. I praise God for his justice, and everything that the Lord does is right. But I still want Shane to be saved. The message of the gospel is foolish to a dying world. But I definitely know I can't add anything to it that could cause anything to change within Shane. I just want my heart to really be burdened when I speak to him. Love people. Don't love evangelism. Because evangelism is a means by which we glorify God and love people. If we only love the act of sharing the gospel or the act of preaching, we're missing the point. Our hearts need to burn to see people saved and see their lives bring the one true God the glory that he deserves. My name is Jeremy, and I'm unashamed of the gospel.
Oh, man. So powerful, so powerful. I want to have more stories like that in my life. We got to keep moving. I wish we could talk about that a little bit. You could talk about it in huddles. So check this out. Romans 1:16. For I am not ashamed of the gospel, because it is the power of God that brings salvation to everyone who believes. For I am not ashamed of the gospel, because it is the power of God that brings salvation to everyone who believes. We will put that in. We'll put that on our Insta tomorrow. Maybe you can even save it, use it as a wallpaper on your phone. I don't know, but please memorize that verse. It's so solid. Romans 1:16. Here we go. 4 more trivia questions, and then we're done. You ready? What sport does Libby play? What sport does Libby play? Is it curling? Is it skateboarding? Is it ice hockey? Here we go. Question number 6 out of 8. What was the name of the new king in Babylon? What was the name of the new king? Homie, what was the name of the new king in Babylon? What was his name? The old king was Nebuchadnezzar. Who was the new king? All right. Here we go. Question number 7. What was the name of the guy that Jeremy, in our video, shared his faith with? What was the name of the guy that Jeremy, the guy in the video talking, he shared his faith with someone else? Named what? All right. And question number 8. I told you to commit it to memory. I don't know if you have it already. Here we go. Question number 8. Romans 1:16 says this. For I am not ashamed of the what? Blank. Fill in the blank. For I am not ashamed of the what? All right. Let's go through the answers just so you know them. We'll do this quick. Trivia. Number 1. What is the name of the mall in Stranger Things Season 3? Starcourt Mall. Question 2. Who lost his strength when his hair was chopped off by Delilah? That was Samson. Number 3, 2001. That's the year that iPod released. Question 4, how many people walked on water in the Bible? Jesus and Peter. It's 2. Number 5, what sport does Libby play? That is tennis. Number 6, what was the name of the new king in Babylon? It is King Darius. Darius. What was the name of the guy Jeremy shared his faith with? That was Shane. And then Romans 1:16, for I am not ashamed of the gospel. Gospel. The word gospel means good news. It's awesome news. Jesus has saved us from our punishment of sin. That is amazing. Gives us forgiveness, takes away our shame, takes away our sadness. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's good news. The word gospel means good news. There you go. Guys, that was Remix Live. We have a few more quarantine shirts, quarantine edition shirts. If you guys want one, while supplies last, go to Defined Coffee, and right by the stairs, there's a box of these. You can just go help yourself to one. While supplies last, you can go tomorrow morning. I think they're open till 3 o'clock is their hours last week at least. So guys, it's been awesome. Really fun. Super good night. I think we got our winners, Peanut Butter Boy and Crystal Moore. So maybe that was one of the more girls. So please send us an email, remix@lakeforest.org, to claim your prizes. All right, you guys have an awesome night. Love you. You're great. Bye-bye.